Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Valerie Z, the founder of Spiritual Cardio, a 10-week group coaching program that teaches women how to make peace with their inner truth and practice self-love, where we heal in community by interrogating our inner demons until they lose power over us. I'm bringing you the powerful spiritual practices that helped birth my transformation because I want the same for you. I'm going to teach you how to build a love story with yourself and your inner child. So let's go. I'm sure you guys know by now how much I love doing this show. I pour my heart and soul into each episode to create a ripple effect of healing and self-awareness in the world. And you guys can help me make that little ripple into a wave. So I ask that if you find value in this episode, or if you had any aha moments, or if the show helps you navigate your life in a more positive direction, please share the show. It would mean so much to me if you would do that. And now let's get into it. Hey, you guys. Thank you for coming back and tuning in to the Spiritual Cardio Podcast. This is Valerie Z, and this is episode 21. Lately, I've been doing a lot of reflection and have hit a point in my life where I am evaluating who I've been in past relationships, revisiting the fact that as all of this gets processed or as all of this unfolds, I am finding myself in a place where I need to practice compassion for myself again. I was thinking about how meditation has changed my life. And lately I have not been meditating. I have been praying a lot, but I have not been meditating lately. I feel as though I'm being called to get back into a disciplined meditation practice, because when I think about self-compassion, I think about what drove me to recognize the necessity for self-compassion in the past, and it was meditation. I learned how to have self-compassion in meditation. I learned how to have mercy for my inner child and connect with her in meditation. I learned how to connect to God and the universal wisdom of the universe. In meditation, I learned how to forgive. I learned how to forgive my inner child. In meditation, I learned how to connect with her and how much we needed each other's forgiveness. A friend recently asked me, how does all of this come up? What does connecting to the inner child feel like? Just how do you connect to her? How do you know what she needs? That was such a profound question. Nobody has asked me that before. It's been a couple of weeks since we had that conversation, and it's something that I've been processing. And you're probably wondering the same thing, so I'm going to address that here. Connecting to your inner child and what she needs in meditation, it's a process of tapping into the emotion that we've been running from, that we try to suppress through means of either addiction or whatever our vices are. And so it's tapping into that emotion. That emotion then sort of runs through your body as energy. As it gets processed, then that energy manifests in thoughts. And then the inner child appears. You feel her. So as that energy of that emotion gets processed, then the feeling and the thoughts of your inner child appear. I recently did a intense breath workshop with Vitality. It was so profound. I'd never done a workshop like that before. I've done breath work in meditation, on my own or breath work and chiropractic care, but I've never done an intense breath work workshop like that. What comes up is the inner child for me a lot, not only in meditation, but at this workshop. And this time, she was asking me for forgiveness. She was asking me for forgiveness because she walked into that room when she was 5 and she was sexually abused. Many years ago in meditation, I was asking her for forgiveness for having hated her and been disgusted with her and silencing her and drowning her for many years. I was dissociated from her for a very long time, and I was living a self-destructive lifestyle. Fast forward to a couple of weeks ago, her asking me for forgiveness was very different. And again, this vision, this energy, these thoughts that come up when you're doing intense work like that it's emotions that have been suppressed. They're memories that have been pushed down because we don't want to deal. We just don't want to deal. We want to go through life pretending that nothing's wrong, that we're fine. But then we have these stories inside of us that are weighing us down and in some way driving our behavior. And it's behavior that ends up not serving us or hurting us somehow or holding us back. It was different this time around. The inner child asking me for forgiveness for walking in there and then being sexually abused. And then her body feeling pleasure for it. Like she was asking me for forgiveness in that session, and it was really intense. If you ever decide to do inner work, I will tell you that allow the thoughts to rise. That is the energy that's being suppressed within you that needs to be liberated. So as you're doing intense inner work, don't suppress thoughts. Don't think, why are you thinking about this? Do not judge your thoughts. Let that energy manifest into the thoughts, because those feelings inside of you need to be processed. That's what inner work is. It's no longer suppressing. It's doing the work that needs to get done in order for you to transform your life. How can you really transform your life if you're still holding on to pain, if you're suppressing pain? And I'm talking about internal transformation. Yes, you can transform your life and be ambitious and pursue goals, and that's important too. But I'm talking about an internal world that you no longer need to run from. That's what I'm talking about. That type of transformation. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, as uncomfortable as deep self-reflection is, it's so necessary if we want to change the direction of our lives. I've been through so much shit. So much. And I'm at the point in my life where I want to take accountability for all of it. All of it that was my part. I want to take accountability because I don't want to continue making those same mistakes. I don't want to disappoint myself anymore. And so I've decided to just do some deeper internal work. Inner healing, it's sort of like it goes in levels. At first, you address these core wounds, aka being sexually abused when I was 5, self-hate as a result of that, and destructive lifestyle. And then as you go through life, you're thinking, great, I did some inner work, doing good. But then something else happens, or you disappoint yourself in some other way, or you recognize there's another pattern coming up, and then you realize oh, well, I've never looked at that before. Well, I haven't worked on that. And then hopefully you find the courage to work on that. And again, the cycle starts and it's deeply uncomfortable. But if you truly want to be the best version of yourself, then do it. Do it. Healing is not linear. You may disappoint people, you may disappoint yourself in the process, but I think the transformational work we choose to do on ourselves is something that we never regret. You may regret not going to the gym. You may regret having that last drink at the bar because it totally put you over and you blacked out or something. Story of my life in the past. But I don't regret doing any inner work. Never. As uncomfortable as it is, I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to be a better person. I think even the reflection part is healing. Put the judgment aside. Look at the patterns of your life in whatever area, whether it be professionally, romantically, whatever. Everything is meant to push you to become the best version of yourself. But if you're not paying attention, if you don't take the time to look at the patterns, then you're not going to get the freaking message, You're not going to get the memo. Hey ladies, are you craving transformation and personal growth? Are you ready to get radically honest with yourself and own your story? Are you ready to build confidence so that you can manifest your goals? If so, then this may be just what you're looking for. Spiritual Cardio is a course in transformational wisdom that combines traditional spiritual practices with real life experience. At Spiritual Cardio, we heal in community where we can be vulnerable and raw. Because when one woman speaks her truth, she begins to heal, and she opens the door for another woman to speak hers. At Spiritual Cardio, every lesson is designed with you in mind. That includes practical tools with relatable real-life examples. At Spiritual Cardio, we help identify and release energetic blocks so that you can become the architect of your destiny. Head over to valeriezepeda.com to read the powerful testimonials from previous clients and register for an upcoming session. Group and one-on-one coaching is available. All sessions are live and in real time. Now back to the show. I recently wrote a letter to my past self, and I want to share that with you. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps whoever's listening to this. Dear past Val, I'm sorry you went through so much shit in childhood. You experienced so many things you shouldn't have. That drove you into survival mode. That drove you to mistrust people and the fear of getting close to anyone. You abused yourself, your body. You allowed others to violate you. You were angry and defensive. You were careless with your health by abusing drugs and alcohol. You were in survival mode, coping with all you had to endure with what you saw growing up. You didn't experience love growing up, so you didn't know what real love looked like. And you didn't know how to receive it, and you certainly didn't know how to trust it. You were abused sexually, so you began to hate yourself and your body from a very young age. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I'm so sorry you weren't shown love. I'm so sorry you didn't feel worthy of anything good. I'm so sorry you didn't know you deserved anything good. I'm so sorry you didn't feel safe at home. I'm so sorry you had to witness your parents' drug abuse and violent dynamic. I'm so sorry your mom left you. I'm sorry you had to deal with all that pain on your own. No wonder you were so hungry for love. You didn't have it. And what little bit you did, it left you. No wonder you had dysfunctional relationship patterns. I wish I could have been there for you, but I'm here for you now. I will help you now. You don't have to do this alone. I will be your backbone and your strength. I will be your love. I will always be at your very core. I will never leave you alone. I hope you know that I'm proud of you for overcoming so much. You are beautiful inside and out, and you are worthy of everything good in this life. I'm here for you. I love you. Thank you for getting us to this point. Love, present, Val. Self-healing doesn't have to be complicated. You can write a letter to yourself. You can journal. Journaling is healing. It's helped me get through some of the most painful moments of my life. I'm not saying it's the only thing that will help you, but it is helpful. Journaling helps you process and release emotions that have been buried, and that promotes clarity, and that opens the door for new perspectives to emerge. In gaining clarity, you're starting to reorganize your thinking because the unresolved emotion was blocking you. It's blocking your energy. And so now, as you release that onto the page, that energy gets new life. That energy that's been blocked gets redirected, since it's no longer suppressing memories. And journaling helps you understand yourself. It helps you understand your darkness. And that's how the healing begins. It's an understanding. You grow from that, and you give yourself the love and compassion that you deserve. That happens because you're taking the time for the self-care to understand. And new miracles can't come into your life with an old mindset that's stuck, with an old mindset that's bitter, with an old mindset that is resisting the past. Healing happens when we acknowledge and accept the past, because that allows us to move forward emotionally and spiritually, energetically. And so by doing this journaling, this self-healing work, you're getting unstuck. I share that letter that I wrote to my past self with you, not as a pity party or a victimhood story. That is how I release. That is how I heal trauma. That is how I acknowledge and take accountability and also support myself in the process of healing. Acknowledgement is healing. Journaling helps identify patterns of behavior. It helps identify pain points. And as you release, more comes up. The stuff we've been hiding, the stuff we've been suppressing comes to the surface. It all needs to be addressed and released. Vulnerability is something that I feel that I can be really good at, but I think it's time to be more vulnerable in relationships, to be more open about what's happening. I've come so far and done so much inner work, and spiritual cardio is phenomenal and it's helping so many women. But like, the truth is, I struggle too. You know, I'm at a point in my life where I'm going to be 43 and I'm wondering, like, there's still things that I want to accomplish. There's still things that I am striving for. One of them is being an author, and the other one is romantic goals, finding my ideal partner. And that hasn't happened yet. And so I'm at a point in my life where I'm practicing acceptance for those things, and also giving myself mercy for not being where I thought I would be by a certain age, and learning to accept life on life's terms, right? If you're struggling, I want you to know that you're not alone. I want you to know that meditation can change your life if you haven't done that. I want you to know that therapy can help you tremendously as well. I want you to know that therapy, meditation, and sobriety will change your life. I used to be a functioning alcoholic, and I recognized that shit was not serving me and that I was abusing myself in the process of getting drunk because I didn't respect myself. I didn't respect my body. I didn't respect my life when I was drinking. And a combination of those three things completely changed the direction of my life. Again, those things are therapy, meditation, and sobriety. If you're struggling with addiction or alcoholism, if you know that you're consuming something that is going to change your behavior or turn you into somebody you're not, but you do it anyway, you have a problem. It doesn't matter if you do it 3 times a week. It doesn't matter if you do it once a week. It doesn't matter if you do it every day. The frequency does not matter. Is it destroying your life when you do it? Do you wake up the next day feeling ashamed of what you did or how you acted? That's an addiction. So therapy, meditation, sobriety, those things will change your life. Spiritual cardio would not be possible without those things. Meditation is not about controlling your thoughts. Meditation is about allowing your thoughts to flow until your mind slows down and that energy within you starts to get processed. The thoughts are distractions from the things that are within us that are weighing us down. But once your mind slows down, then you start to tap in and be patient with yourself. You may not go deep in meditation at the first or third try, but when you do, you'll know. You enter into another realm where you start to feel saturated with peace and love and joy. And then whatever needs to be healed starts manifesting, like the inner child. That's what happened for me. She's popped up several times. And in making peace with whatever comes up for you in that moment, again, don't judge your thoughts, let them flow. And what comes up for you is what needs to be healed. The power of visualization in meditation is very healing. Give yourself permission to heal. I hope this message helps somebody. This is Valerie Z. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to the Spiritual Cardio Podcast. If you're ready to transform and become the best version of yourself, sign up for an upcoming group session today at valeriezepeda.com. If you'd like to support the show, there's several ways you can do that. Share this episode with someone you love, follow at Spiritual Cardio on social media, and make sure you're subscribed on your favorite podcast platform. And if you want to support my mission, you can donate to the show via valeriezepeda.com/donate. This is Valerie Z. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Hey, thank you for showing up and spending some time with me. If you loved this episode, please make sure to subscribe. And for exclusive content, you can sign up for my newsletter at valeriezepeda.com. I'll see you guys at the next show.